Hello and welcome to PSGL F11 round 3. We're heading to Britain this week. I'm Sander Sarhaug, joined by Lewis Marshall once again. And Marshall, we have two drivers with us. Who do you want to start with?
I'll go with Dino firstly. I was just talking before the stream. You said you got second in Austria, weren't it? And
third in Austria.
Third in Austria and second last week.
Yeah.
So do you think you can improve that one better and get the win or another podium?
Like anything can happen around Silverstone. I'd like to think maybe I can put up a win this week. I've always been strong here in the past, but realistically, if I can get a podium, I'll be happy. Top 5. Consistency is key.
It is indeed, and knowing it's England, rain, it's always a factor and always a chance. So, have you done any wet practice? What's your pace rounds here like?
Dry, I'm alright. Wet, I'm actually on a lap now. I'm out doing wet practice now.
Yeah, I rate that you're doing practice last minute. I always do that. And coming into championship fight, do you think you can carry on with this form, like form of podiums like throughout the season, or have you got any weak tracks coming up?
Weak tracks, I want to say maybe Vietnam late on in the season. I'm not the strongest at the moment, but it's like everyone's still trying to find their ideal pace at the moment, so it's still early days, but top 5 I'll be happy with every week.
Yeah, and have you been thinking about the constructors, thinking what position you'd like to get with Toast? Or is he a reserve? I'm not sure.
Steve's my teammate.
Aren't you in the Ferrari?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then you got Toast today.
Yeah, I got Toast today. Yeah, constructors is also a thought. Obviously, Steve can be a quick driver on his day. Obviously, if any reserves can pick up. Did reserves points count for the constructors?
I don't think they do.
Nah.
To be honest.
I
might be wrong though, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, constructors has kind of been back of my mind. But obviously, if Steve can keep consistency and improve every race. Like, I know he's quick. I think I've raced him in the past, and if we can both keep consistency, aim for as many points as possible, outscore every team. I want to say Merc, Alpha, and Renault will probably be the main threats this season.
Yeah, it does look close for the championship, so
obviously early days still so far. Obviously,
yeah, of course, only round 3.
Yeah, I just want to say maybe halfway stage it'll be more ideal. See what everyone's points are, pace, but yeah. Looking at aim top 3 in constructors, I'll be happy with it.
Yeah, and one final question from me before Sandre talks to exhaust is that me and Sandre normally do predictions. I want to see your predictions for quality in the race today. What do you think you're going to get?
Race depends on weather. I'm not the greatest in the wet, but dry I want to say top 5. Qualifying I want to say, well, anywhere top 10 I'll be happy. Anywhere top 10 in improvement on last week.
Yeah, I always aim for at least points, to be fair.
Yeah. Points mean prizes.
Exactly. Especially the championship fight, so...
Yeah, true.
Keep it clean and have fun out there.
Yeah, I'll try my best. Hopefully I can put on a show for you.
Yeah, hopefully. Sandra.
And back to me then, and over to you, Exhaust. So, if I am correct, I do believe you're a rookie here in PSGL, your first season?
Yeah, first season. looking forward to having close battles with everybody. It seems pretty competitive in this tier, which obviously we're all kind of on the same pace, so that's good. Yeah.
Usually are, usually are. Nonetheless, though, two opening rounds haven't seen you grabbing the best of results. With I can't remember in Austria, but you did DNF in Hungary. Like,
Yeah.
where do you see yourself this week? Like, how is Britain gonna be?
I think this week I want to get points. I need to get some points on the board. I finished 12th in Austria after a safety car collision with AlphaTauri, I believe. So that was fun. And then Hungary crashed out, so I want to get some good points. My qualifying is getting better. I qualified P4 last week. I want to kind of aim for a top 6, maybe top 8 kind of quality, and then just points in the race.
Fair enough, fair enough. On the other hand, though, for the season altogether, like, what is your goal for this season?
I think mainly this season for me is just going to be a bit of a scout season. See how I fare kind of towards the end and towards the middle, to see when we all get kind of used to each other's driving styles and stuff like that. It's going to be interesting to see how the fights can commence and see how I do.
Fair enough, fair enough. And for the constructors, like, what are you and your teammate, I believe it is Abmo, looking for?
We're just looking to try and get as many points as possible. I know that hasn't gone gone down our alley very recently, but I'm feeling good about this week. Feeling very good. I like this track. I'm good here, especially in the wet. And I like to say I'm pretty fast here in the wet. I think tire management is going to be the main thing around here, and I'm quite decent at that as well, so I'm looking forward to it.
Alright, alright. Then for my last question, who do you think will be your main rivals this season?
I think me and Matt have had a couple nice little battles, and Steck in the Alfa Romeo, me and him have had some decent ones as well, so I think those two are kind of my main rivals at the moment.
Fair enough. And then to your prediction, where do you see yourself in quali and race?
Quali, I'm thinking either P6 or P5, because I know a couple of people are strong around here. Race, I just want to say top 10, because I want to get some decent points.
Alright, alright. Well, good luck with that then, and who knows, maybe we'll see you later on in the season.
Hopefully. Thank you.
You're welcome. And back to you, Marshall.
Yes, hello.
So, strategy-wise, it is Britain, so, any idea?
I have no idea.
I see another guy who hasn't done any practice yet.
No, I haven't.
Kinda getting used to that between us two now.
I literally practice like half an hour before the race, usually.
I'm more like 15 minutes nowadays. But nonetheless, though, it is Britain today, and I assume that it's gonna be soft hards, maybe? Or soft medium? Not sure, the timer is bad, but...
Last game it was soft mediums, quite easily. So,
then it's probably soft medium still. But nonetheless, though, Britain does bring the weather factor that you mentioned earlier too. Like, what do you think? We're gonna see any rain today?
I don't know, because usually in F1 we have Silverstone like in the summertime, so I'm not sure if they put that into the game kind of, but I'd like some rain. I think it will spice up a little, because I don't think we saw rain so far this season. I might be wrong.
True. However, though, for the likelihood of rain, it is one of the more likely tracks for rain to hit in the game. So, if it's corrected to summertime or whatever time it is, it doesn't really matter. It's still likely to rain here in Britain. And if I can remember correctly, last time we did comms around Britain for PSGL F6, I do believe it actually was raining. So.
I can't remember that far back.
I gotta be honest, I am amazed that I can. But nonetheless, though, big favorites today.
Just the normal people, Alamonda, Dino. I'd like to see Exhaust on there. He seems pretty confident. We always know Dion's quick in qualifying, so let's see what he can do.
True. There is also Black Phoenix that has really impressed me, at least in the opening few rounds. And
then I remember, if it was last week, it was Gendrick. He looked quick, but he had that incident.
And of course, we can't overlook Little Chungus either. We know there is running some talent in those pad hands, you know.
Yeah, just get Louis on there.
Still waiting for that one race where Louis will be driving for him.
Yeah,
it's happening.
I would kind of like to see that, to be honest. But also keeping Delveston's not really a track for pens, I feel like, but always keep an eye out for Matt, because he can come out from nowhere and nick a few points.
Especially in Britain too. There is a couple of places where it's easy to pick up penalties. I would say like turn one cutting a little too much, and then you have the S's, cops.
Yeah, cops.
And I do believe you actually get the warnings in Stove this season, well, this game too. So
yeah,
I wouldn't overlook Matt either. No, he could grab a few positions on pens alone, and you never know about the safety car. Like especially after like halfway through the last game where they fixed it, so we actually got safety cars, and gotta say it's coming out quite frequently now. I like it though.
Yeah,
spices up.
I forgot what race it was. I had a race like not long ago, but which is safety car, like three times like in 10 laps or something. It was crazy.
Really was.
Was you in that race or?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
my memory being back to what it should be.
FP on Tuesday at Hungary is like 35 laps or something. But it was on lap 32 and the safety car came out. Literally for no reason.
Oh, I just remembered another driver we can't forget about too, Kelvin. Although actually, Kelvin, just remembering him, I don't see him in the lobby, so...
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we should overlook him this time then.
Don't forget Sabetti. Sabetti could surprise us. He hasn't been as quick as we thought for this game, but he could pick up pace. As we've got a driver to join in, Riley. I'm just going to call him Riley.
Baba O'Reilly.
Baba O'Reilly. What a name.
What a name. Gotta say though, I can see that a couple of drivers have readied up now, and I do believe that means that we're about to get underway.
And in the chat, we've got someone called Alan, who's apparently Matt.
Sure, buddy. I know Matt. I don't think you're him, but nonetheless. All the drivers are readying up. We have a 20-car grid. Marshall, I'm not sure who was the last one to join. I do not believe it was Kelvin. Nonetheless, though,
Kelvin.
While loading into the lobby, we'll take a moment to just mention PSGL's official partner, Brutal Democracy. You can find them on www.brutaldemocracy.com or their Twitter handle BDG_esports. Then on Twitch you'll find them as One Brutal Force. On YouTube, Brutal Democracy, and Brutal Democracy on Instagram. funding the league by supplying prize money for the top 3 tiers. And as usual, I've kind of forgotten to look it up, Marshall, but I do believe it is 250 quid if
I'm
I'm
pretty
not
sure.
wrong.
Yeah, pretty sure it's 250 quid.
So huge shout out to them for for helping the league take one step further. And look at it, we are into quali and it is raining, Marshall.
I'm at the black screen still.
Okay, well, poor you then. Well, I
Okay,
can
there
tell
we
you
go,
that
I'm
it
in.
is raining. And this is exactly what we want. And it looks like it's heavy rain too, because
Yeah.
the drivers are on the wet compound so far. So, we did mention the weather and it's struck down.
Paco, we know who you are.
We do know who he is, yeah. But nonetheless, though, Marshall, reigning quali, your top 3 prediction in quali.
It's hard because we don't know if it's during the race or not. So if it's during the race, you'll be smart to just put on a dry setup. So you could struggle. So
True.
I'm gonna say Black Phoenix for pole. Oh, this is a tough one. Definitely not Matt.
Would be a little
I would say,
difficult.
yeah, I'm gonna say Black Phoenix, Dino, and Alamonda. The top 3 for qualifying.
Not a bad one there. I'm gonna be a little bit boring and also say Black Phoenix for pole, as he's looked incredibly good in opening of the season. However, for second place, I'm gonna go with Dion, and third, I'm gonna go with Exhaust, as he seemed pretty confident, and especially if it was raining. So, putting some faith into him after him saying that he wanted 5th or 6th in quali around there. Now raining.
Yeah, I'd like to see a few new names up near the top. It would give it a change and spice up the championship a bit more.
Ooh, well, the championship is quite close so far, Marshall.
It is quite spicy already, to be fair.
I do believe Dino is leading, but he's only leading by 1 point ahead of Black Phoenix. So,
Yeah, he is.
certainly close, and just 5 points behind Black Phoenix you have Estin, and then 6 points you have Alimonda, so certainly close so far.
Yeah,
Nonetheless,
as
though,
exhaust is the first one on the lap. Coming to turn 1 and 2 now.
and look at that, my prediction is the first one out on his lap, so we'll follow him around this track. And gotta be honest, Marshall, I haven't driven Britain much on this game yet, and I don't
Neither
think
have
I
I.
have driven it in wet weather at all. But
Yeah, neither
I
have I.
remember from the last game though that at least in my opinion, Britain was a real pain to drive in the wet.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was last game or 2018, but I had a race in a PSGL in a wet race at Silverstone, and I was struggling. I hated it. And I'm usually quite good in the wet, so it is a tough track to master in the wet, as exhaust is lucky not to get invalid there.
He's lucky, but the lap has looked a little bit scruffy, I would say. However, coming down the hanger straight now, and just the final sector left of his lap. What will be the first lap of the day? It's actually going to be interesting to see, because I have absolutely no idea what kind of laps they should be doing here.
Yeah, I don't know what laps.
Nonetheless, though, exhaust through the second to last quarter and through the final corner to put up a 140.1. So I'm guessing we're in either in the high 39s around there, maybe.
Yeah, what laps do they do in the dry? Isn't it about 24s?
I can't even remember that.
Yeah, I don't even know what's a good lap around Silverstone on this game.
Nonetheless, though, we're following Sabetti now as he is heading towards Cop's corner as he's passing the old start-finish straight. Cop's corner, a really tricky corner here, and you can see that Sabetti has gone wide. He's actually gotten away with it, though. Doesn't look like he's invalidated. However, he's got to have lost some time on it, as we can see him now going through the S's here.
Oh, and look at that. Black Phoenix at 39 flat. Seconds clear of exhaust.
Well, not bad, I would say then. Nonetheless, though, Sabetti now coming through Stove as he's then coming in to these final few sectors, not sectors, corners.
Corners, yeah.
Ooh, and there is a back end loss there, and that's not going to be good for his time, and it's going to be a 140.7. I feel like he lost a lot of time in that last sector.
Yeah, I'm guessing about 4 tenths, half seconds maybe. As I'm just watching him still, he's still struggling. Who's next to the lap?
Dion is close at least. He's heading towards the final few corners now. In his racing point.
It's pink Mercedes.
The pink Mercedes, as most people like to call it. I would agree with that, to be honest. As he does a 139.6 to take second so far.
Good lap from Dion.
Oh, Baba O'Reilly in the pit checking out the inter tires. Could it be drying up a little towards the end?
The rain does look a bit lighter, to be fair.
It certainly spice it up even more. Nonetheless, though, notice that the top 3 right now, Marshall, is my prediction.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
But it's not gonna stay though.
Yeah.
Just typical me.
As
ooh, Jendrik, is he on a lap?
I'm not sure if I'm wrong, but it's Infinite New as well in AlphaTauri.
Not gonna lie, Marshall, your mic was lagging a bit there, so I didn't actually hear what you said.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh, and there's a back end loss from Jendrik. It sounds fine now, so if you could just say it again.
Yeah, I said, is Infinite new to the league or something? Because I don't recognise the name. Yeah.
His first season there in PSGL, as I Will Hit You Soon is out of quali after only doing a 157.3 so far, so probably gonna be falling down a little further then as Jendrik has gone out on the grass. That's not great for him. We're gonna be hopping over to Alemonda then as he is on his lap 2. Alemonda, who's coming into one of the corners. I have no idea what it's called.
Well, let's find Alemonda. Luffield, is that? I think. But yeah, I mean, Nick Etheridge says the Inter is a half second quicker now. It's probably quicker than that. So, that's Alemonda.
Oh, and oh my god, look at that drift.
He's done well to save that. He's done well to save that.
What a drift.
Call him Verstappen.
But let's see then. Yeah, it certainly doesn't look like the wet tires are the best tires to be on anymore.
Just overheating now. It looks like the front and rears.
So we'll go over to Black Phoenix as he is on an outlap on first set of inters. And actually, just looking at his outlap, he already looked more stable with those tires than Alemonda did on his wet tires.
Yeah, maybe that's why a few people stayed in the pits, because they knew it was drying up.
Could be. Very much could be.
Also, I doubt that many people got it invalid on their laps, because it's not
I'm not gonna lie, I don't doubt that actually, because I mean, Cops is a corner that's very easy to invalidated at least, so like I can imagine at least 3 or 4 people managing to invalid
Yeah.
there. We did see 2 drivers being lucky to get away with track extending in cups
Was
there,
that
so
Exhaust and Sabetti, weren't it?
yeah, I
Yeah, I
believe
got
so.
lucky. Yeah.
Nonetheless, CPI Black Phoenix starting his lap. He is currently on provisional pole, but as the track are probably going to get faster now, he might have to improve that time to stay in that position. As we can see him through the first few corners here, heading on to the Wellington straight in a few moments.
They're a little bit twitchy on the rear, on the Minters. But obviously, you will because it's wet.
Could also just be him trying to put down more power now than earlier. But
Yeah.
yeah, as we can see though, he's 7/10 up in the first sector, so the inter tires are definitely quicker. That is just the first sector, as you know.
What laps do you think it will be? Like a 36, 35?
I think we're gonna see at least the 37 lap from Phoenix now, as
Yeah.
he's all actually mid or low 37. As he's now heading through the S's.
Looks
Not
very
gonna lie.
comfortable right now.
He does.
1.5 seconds up. That
That
mid
is
37 right now. And he probably, that means a low 37, high 36, like you said.
looks like it. We'll see in a moment as he's heading towards one of the last few corners here now. As he's gonna try to put down as much power as possible without losing that back end, and over the line it's gonna be a 1:37.4, and didn't actually gain that much in the last sector at the end there, but
Yeah, I'm surprised
still
about
a 1:37.4. As Dino has gone with a 1:38 flat, 6 tenths behind in second place right now.
that. Can anyone challenge Phoenix, Black Phoenix? As
Oh, hoo, hoo.
Brandon
Crack goes around in the S's.
Brandon's just parked up going to the shop or something, down the Wellington Straight.
Interesting.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
Maybe you're not supposed to know what he's doing.
Maybe it's tie saving.
In quali. I don't know if tire management is what you're supposed to focus on in quali, Marshall. As we're
Maybe.
following Sabetti, as he's heading towards Cop's corner right now. Trying to put power down, going on to this old start-finish straight. And then through Cop's corner is going to be able to get through.
He's
He's
gone wide.
wide,
Still
and he's still valid. That's lucky.
I'm surprised about that because for me the game is really strict. As JMK nicks pot, oh my god. Actually, that's probably just track evolution.
It could be track evolution, yeah, actually. Sabetti currently over 2 seconds faster on his lap,
Black
as we see
Phoenix.
Black Phoenix. Back in that provisional pole position. As then Sabetti heading in towards the final few corners. He almost lost it here the last time out. What is he gonna do? He's gonna come over the line to do a 1:36.6. And just behind Black Phoenix there,
Yeah,
so
less than a tenth. And I'm gonna have a look at Alamonda, who's coming up to a club, I think it is, in the last sector, and he's just trying to get on the throttle, but the wheel spin is just crazy for him. As he goes third with a 30.
not far behind either, as I'm now following Exhaust as he's heading in towards club and then towards the final corner, as he will be doing a 1:36.6, and it is right ahead of Sabetti and right behind Black Phoenix.
I think it was Exhaust who said that this two is really close, and just look at the top 5, his point is being proven.
Well, at least currently, yeah. Top 5 being covered by pretty much nothing.
Yeah,
Top 4
almost
being
2
covered
tenths.
by barely anything. Nonetheless, though, we're watching Shabs now.
I'm on board the Gendrick right now. It's going down the hangar straight. Apparently he's gone purple middle sector, so keep an eye out for him.
We're gonna try to get Gendrick over line first then, as he's heading into the final few corners. What is his lap gonna be? As he puts down the power, it looks like he's getting a good run here, but it's gonna be a 1:37.9, which puts him down in 8th. As Shabs actually invalidated now, same as Abmo. Silver Eagle is on a lap though, going on to the hangar straight.
4 seconds up in this time already.
Says 3/10 for me, but I don't think that can be right.
I'll have a look on race director. Where is he?
Alright, hold on a moment. Not hangar straight. He was on to the Wellington straight. That is my bad. Oh, and look at that exhaust with provisional pole at the moment.
36.4. Very nice for him. Let's see if anyone can beat that.
Well, I guess everyone is gonna be going out on laps in a few moments.
Still 3 people in that time: Milam, Riley, and Infinite. So they better be quick.
As it says, purple sector for Silver Eagle in the middle sector. However, coming through Stone now, I do know Marshall, it can be a little inconsistent. As Brandon has retired.
Probably had run out of time.
Might have done. Nonetheless, Silver Eagle over the line with a 1:39 flat and moves up to 11th.
Let's look at who's on a lap.
Milam.
Oh, Riley spinned it. Where's that? I think that's after turn 1.
It is.
Yeah. Maybe just tried to take it flat maybe and just lost the rear.
Oh, and Milam has invalidated. What about Infinite as he's... Oh, big back end loss from Infinite as he's going on to the Wellington straight right now.
Let's look at his sector at 31.3. I don't know if that's quick or not.
I would take a shot in the dark and say not.
Let's have... Oh wait, we missed Alamonda take pole.
Oh,
no, he just took
by
pole.
2/10 ahead of exhaust. Black Phoenix is on an outlap though, but with 15 seconds left though, is he actually going to be able to cross the line?
Hey, sorry.
Black Phoenix, he has just crossed the line, so he will be then. As we're gonna follow Infinite until he finishes his lap, as he's now heading down the hangar straight and into Stove. I am right that you can't track extend there anymore, right?
I don't know. I haven't done much.
Do you believe you get penalties if you do it there now?
As Black Phoenix apparently 4.5 tenths up already in the first sector.
Oh, as Infinite goes with a 1:38.2 to take 12th at the moment. As we're gonna move on to Black Phoenix then, who's currently 4 tenths up on his lap as he comes through Cops Corner and into
Very nice through Cops.
Maggots, Beckett and Chapel in a few moments. One of the nicest corner combinations on the calendar in my opinion.
We lost the back ends then.
Let's see then, on to the hangar straight. He's 7 tenths up. This is gonna be pole.
Unless if he bottles it.
Well, that's true, although...
Oh, but JMK.
35.9.
I still think...
Oh, that is close then. As we see Black Phoenix then coming over the line to do a 35.5 in the end, and that is a clear pole position then. What about Sabetti? He's the final driver who can take a shot at that as he's crossing the line, but it's going to be a 36.4, which puts him in 6th, and actually Baba O'Reilly is on a lap still.
No, he's lost his will, hasn't he?
He has not.
He has. He's right front. He's been at turn 1.
Oh, did he do that on... I thought it was on his outlap when it... Oh no, yeah, turn 1, that's not his outlap. Well...
I thought the game glitched or something then.
Nah, he hasn't done that. Looking at his time, it's definitely not. And with a 1... Did he just start a lap? I think the game is a little bit glitched here as he's gone on to a new lap and the timers just kept going for him. Literally the first sector right now, 2 minute 5. Alright, there it corrected itself. Confusing.
This game has so many bugs, it just doesn't surprise me anymore.
Especially spectator bugs on this game. Like, I remember last game there was a lot of bugs for drivers. Not gonna say against that, but there was not that many spectator bugs as there is this game.
Yeah, it was alright last game, but this game with the in the race especially, you get that leaderboard glitch when it just messes up.
Yeah. Oh, that is so annoying.
Because you always think someone's crashed, but it's just the game messing up.
Yeah. And what are you gonna do about it?
Just wait till it fixes it.
Oh, I guess you could say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so... From what I've heard, the lobby is glitched and looks like we're having a restart.
By the way, who's this Alan person in the chat? It's not Matt.
I don't know. Nonetheless, though, on pole position, CPI Black Phoenix with a 135.5. 4 tenths behind, we have JMK, who's gone with a 35.9. Then the first driver in the 36s, Dino DCFC. Or is it 10 DCFC actually? Nonetheless, Alimonda in 4th, then Exhaust in 5th, Sebede in 6th, Shabs in 7th, Dion in 8th, then Gendrick in 9th, and Ammo in 10th. Outside of the top 10, Crack, Toast, and I didn't catch the rest. I saw Toast, and I know Infinite is 13th, and Juho is 14th.
Yeah, we know Matt's down there. Riley, Milan, I think's down there. Oh, look at this, Andre. Rain in the race. It looks like only into conditions, but maybe it could dry up, maybe it'll get worse. I hope it
I am
just
confused
doesn't
if
stay
it's...
into the race.
Oh my god, I'm confused, like, wasn't it restart? See, Matt is still in the lobby.
Oh yeah, restart. I forgot about that already. We'll just wait for Matt to leave.
Alright, no. Oh wait, I am actually the host, of course.
Oh wait, yeah, you're the
No, but it is not a restart apparently, so we're good. We're good to go. But yeah, I was actually waiting on Matt to leave if it was a restart, forgetting that I was the host. Well, there you see me being among.
God, Andre.
I'm not gonna. I'm not used to that. Not too used to being. As we get the predicted pit stop strategy to be a one stop from inters to inters.
That's if it stays this wet. Like I said, it could get dry, maybe a bit wetter. Hopefully it'll dry up. I like a wet to dry race.
Well, yeah, but actually, I don't know. Like if the predicted pit stop actually takes into account the weather for the race or not, because like I would kind of assume that it does, and would say inters to mediums or something if it would dry up, but knowing
Yeah.
Codemasters, it's probably not like that.
And it is AWS, so it's probably wrong anyway.
True.
Do you see that? Well, I think everyone's seen that. The fastest driver thing. That lining in it.
I'm not gonna lie, Marshall, your mic is horrendous right now.
What is going on with it?
I do not know, but it is not great.
Hold on, am I downloading? Why is my internet playing up? Hopefully it's alright now, don't know.
Alright, so it is decided to be a restart after all.
Oh,
In that case, I will then set up the new lobby.
I'm just trying to fix my internet, see if it's on my mic from lagging.
You try to do that. Because that mic today, Marshall, has been not up to its usual standards.
Yeah, not sure what's wrong with it today.
Well, I don't know. Nonetheless, though. Let's see. Getting Matt in here. But that's just awesome. When PlayStation is playing up and you actually have to write out their whole gamer tag before you find them. So let's see.
Why is this Alan person pretending to me back?
And then we just need Matt in the lobby to get the rest of the people in the lobby. Well, while we're sitting here then, Marshall, your mic gotten any better?
I hope so.
True.
Probably is my internet.
Oh wait, I can't go in spectate yet.
How come? Oh, yeah, because you need to. Yeah,
Alright.
come on.
A shame for anyone watching the stream right now though.
Oh wait, you know the weapon now though, don't you?
Well, I kinda have to.
Okay, keep it a surprise for me at least.
Don't look at the stream then, Marshall.
Yeah, I'm not. Don't worry.
Alright, so whether I've been told I can't actually pick it. interesting.
I'm just gonna message Matt. This is Alan person. He's going to annoy me now, pretending to be Matt.
Let's see. We have people in the lobby now. So I can start setting up the grid then. Black Phoenix. And then JMK, if I can, there he is. Dino. And then Elimanda. So annoying having my own name on the list setting up the grid. I can't remove it either. Siberi. Shabs. Am I blind? Is Shabs not in the lobby yet? Is that what I'm...
Yeah, I can't see Shabs in the lobby yet.
Alright.
I've just told the chat about this Alan person. They've just all just started laughing.
Epmo. Shabs still not in?
No.
Okay. Then we move. Correct.
Hopefully he joins soon, because if not, then you just have to go without him.
Yes. Or I don't know. That is not up to us, I think. Infinite. Duo. Don't think we saw any spins from Duo in quali today, Marshall. That's a good sign.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned Jiho yet today. We'll probably talk about him in the race, about his tie saving. Taking softs like 15 laps or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Matt not last on the grid either.
Does it even do quali? Not even last.
Or is that a glitch because of those people glitching out? I'm actually just gonna... No. Okay.
Should we call him Matt or Alan?
And there Shabs is, and he was
Shabs joined, yeah.
ahead of... Where was Shabs in? He was in 7th.
What time is it? 22. F10 starting soon. Everyone better stay for the race.
And... Grid should be right then.
Alright, it should be ready to go then, right?
It should be.
Yeah, we've seen a few people ready up. Luke says, place your bets on which lap I'm out by.
Who?
Lap 2. Lap 2. Luke Etheridge, I believe.
Who's that on the grid then? I didn't know he was on the grid.
Neither did I till today. I think it might be I'll hit you soon, maybe.
No, it's not him.
Oh.
Well, what is your gamer tag then, Luke? We need to know who we're betting on going out here.
I thought Luke was Haley soon. Can people ready up already as well?
Yeah, I think Matt was waiting because when I was doing the weather, there wasn't any light rain option.
Oh, okay.
So,
So it's good. It's not heavy rain.
no, I don't think so. There was like 2 wet options, one very wet, and then there is wet. However, I think light rain is supposed to like be lighter than wet, so I'm not sure if that is the complete right one, but it was either that or dry, so
Yeah.
nonetheless though, here, formation up, here we go. Well, good evening to you too, Lickle. Tell me to shush.
Wait, my chat's not working.
I'm not gonna lie, this looks like light rain.
I don't know why they just called it wet then light rain.
Wasn't that on the last game, was it? It was light rain then.
It was light rain last game, I believe.
Oh, Luke is Baba O'Reilly.
Ah.
Well, I respect the gamer tag. It is funny. Pick spectators so you're not on the grid. Yeah, I was going to, but I can't really do it before I actually done the grid.
And AMS says Juho for the podium. I'd love to see
Giro
that.
for the podium, interesting.
Yeah.
Feel like there is some time since we last saw him on the podium. Can you remember last time? Or has he? He has gotten a podium at some point, hasn't he?
Maybe an FP.
Now I'm getting called old here. What is up with this?
Not wrong, to be fair.
Hey!
How old are you? About 40 now?
You bastard. 40, that is a stretch if you ask me, but sure. Last time I checked, I'm 24.
Yeah. Still old.
Old to you, maybe.
Old for league racing. But to be fair, if you're like 17 plus, that's what old for league racing.
You're not completely wrong there.
Because most people in their prime are like 13, 14.
Well, Nathan, I see that. To join the league, you simply join the Discord server for PSGL. You can find it on Twitter in the PSGL's Twitter bio, I believe. So just search up PlayStation_GL, and you should find your way to join the league then. As we're heading back to the formation lap, Jared. No, my God.
Jared. You call me Jared.
Sorry, Marshall.
Disrespect.
I mean, it would be an upgrade from you, wouldn't it?
Oh.
Nonetheless, if you could give us your podium prediction there, Marshall.
Heartbroken. Top 3. I've got to say Bat Phoenix for the win. Then I'm going to say Alamonda second, Dino third.
Alamonda second, Dino third. No trust in the Renault here today, Marshall?
No, I think the experience of Alamondo and Dino will help him.
Interesting. I'm gonna say Dino for the win. The Renault in second. No, Alimonda in second, and the Renault of JMK in third.
Yes.
And Black Phoenix in a strong fourth. After a small bottle somewhere.
You know if it's drying up or not, but if it stays light rain, is it possible to take the tyres all the way? Or
Well, I mean, we did get the pit strategy earlier, Marshall, and I do believe it said a one stop, so I highly doubt that you can take it the whole way. Nonetheless,
I think you can with wet tyres though, can't you?
Are you getting any lights? I'm not getting any lights, but they
No,
have
neither.
gone. So that's another glitch I am not aware of
Nothing's
before
getting
today
candies.
then. Just getting better and better, isn't it? As we see the predicted pit strategy again, a one stop on lap 13 to 21. But nonetheless, we can see that JMK has had a brilliant start of this as he's overtaken Black Phoenix already. And then you can see that Alimonda is getting challenged by Exhaust as he's actually lost his position to Exhaust, who's up to fourth then is in his Red Bull.
Yeah, just so
And
Gendrix
look
took some
at
damage.
Black Phoenix and Dino going side by side. Oh, and there is some contact. But it looks like Dino has that position now.
Oh, the Red
And
Bull!
Black Phoenix is in the
Oh.
spin after contact with Exhaust.
Be careful rejoining. Oh, he's ghosted. Thank God he ghosted.
And look
That
at
would have
this
been a
now,
huge
Exhaust is getting pressured by Alimonda, but Alimonda is also being pressured from Saberi behind. JMK on the other hand though, Marshall with a 1.7 second gap already.
I've just seen the predicted pit strategies now. My timing screen is not working for some reason. Oh, there we go.
Well, the timings usually are a little like that, as we're also getting the predicted pit stop strategy up again, and you can do a two stop as well. However, I don't think we're gonna see lots of people doing two stops here though.
Yeah. And JMK just bolted off. He's just proving the point to me right now, saying he won't get a podium.
He kinda has. You disrespected him, not having any belief in him, and look at where he is right now.
It's only lap 2 though, a long way left.
It is, and Jendrik is trying to apply some pressure on Shabs here as he wants to get past. However, not
I
an
think
easy
Jendrik's got
task over.
damage.
Oh, he does. Wait, who
Wait,
does?
Jendrik in the McLaren.
Yes.
And Bobby Riley's gone round and
And
why is
Brandon has
RJ
lagged out, but
in-
look at this though. Jendrik down the inside on Shabs into. Is that Laffield? So getting the pit
sorry, what's
strategy
it?
again here.
I know, yeah, I'll keep getting it as well.
I mean, I do like the new feature about them bringing up the pit strategy like that, but like you don't need to bring it like up 4 times within 2 laps.
Yeah, I just seen Sabetti, he's just gone to a different continent going wide there. It's already a penalty. Lap
Oh,
2.
that's early.
Yeah, and the top 3 started to separate. But
Look at this though,
Alimonda's right
Alimonda
behind
on
him.
exhaust
Yeah.
as they're heading into Stowe. I don't think he's close enough this time. He's trying to pressure, but he can't really go for anything yet.
Obviously no DRS in the
Jendrik.
rain, so it's going to be a brave
It
move
is,
for
and
Alimonda.
Jendrik into the pit already, figuring out that his front wing might be costing him a little too much, I assume. But look at this though, Dino has managed to pull back that gap from JMK, Marshall.
Yeah, you're right. I believe it was like a second and a half, 1.6. And he's within a second
It
now,
was.
so Dino currently
My god, now we're getting the predicted pit stop strategy again.
How many times
It's
have we
starting
been
to get a
sick?
little ridiculous there.
Yeah. Just some sort of
Nonetheless
game,
though,
really.
Not a lot of battles at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're
But I
all just
mean,
following each other. I'll hit you soon
further
as
down the
Silver Eagle again.
grid, it looks like I Will Hit You Soon has made a move on Silver Eagle on the Wellington Straight. But that is about it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
Nothing big more happening. No side by side.
yeah, they're all just following each other. It's tough to pass in the wet, and
It
Silson
is,
not
it
the
is.
easiest
But
track to
I
pass.
can see that Crack, though, is getting very close to that rear end of Shab, setting through the SS there. You can see him understeering a little on the going
He's got
towards the
no
exit
battery.
there, and
He's
out of battery, you're right.
he's used too much in the lap already.
Yes, and he's not going to be making an overtake then. What about Juho a little further behind? He's trying to work his way past PRJT Infinite. But I think we're going to have to wait a little longer to see any overtakes there.
I reckon Juho will be one to watch, because if the rain stays for a bit and these guys pit for new inters, watch Juho stay out for like until it goes dry, if it goes dry.
Gio's going to stay out until the end, you know that.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, top 5 all together now within a second of each other.
Yeah.
JMK still in the lead ahead of Dino and Exhaust. Exhaust did say he was confident in wet weather here, and he's really performing well right now.
Alamonda, it looks like he's just hanging on to a third place of Exhaust. He's struggling just to keep it close.
They're
Maybe
all
it's the
struggling
glitch,
too,
yeah.
and especially through this S section, it is difficult to stay close. You do
But
get such an amount of understeer in Beckett's and then Chapel.
Yeah, I don't believe. No, I believe you get less dirty air in the wet, don't you? So that's a bit of a less of a factor, I believe.
Well, I mean, you're going slightly slower, so you
Yeah.
should be getting less dirty air that way.
And literally, we've got Juho close to Infinite, but it's not really.
Yeah, Milam a little closer to Toast, actually, as they're heading through Cop's corner. He's gonna...
That's not cops.
That's not Cops, you're right. That was turn 1.
That's
My
the
bad.
one.
My bad. Ooh, and look at that. Toast
Yeah, Milam.
spins the back end. Did he get tapped by Milam there?
Yeah, Milam gave him a tap, and he spun again.
Ooh, and
And I believe he collected.
there
Juho.
we go around.
Did Juho get damage from that?
Let's try to have a
I
look.
don't think so. I think Juho
Nah.
got away with it.
Doesn't look like he has any damage, so he might have been hindered a little though. Looking at this though, Black Phoenix down the inside on Silver Eagle
And
as
Dino's
he
looking
makes
closer.
the overtake.
Dino's looking closer to JMK now.
You're right, can we finally see an overtake
And look
for
at
the lead though, but the
Exhaust.
Exhaust might actually be closer to overtaking Dino. However, I think the gap is a little too big here.
Yes.
Oh, you
They're
know,
all probably
this
using
is, you
similar
know, you
setups.
just know this is gonna be one of those races. As Exhaust is picking up a 3-second
Yeah.
time penalty.
It looks like it's Sereno off a track. Is that I'll hit you soon? It is. It's lost it at
Oh.
Chapel. Is that?
That must have
think
been
so.
Chapel.
Yeah. Any close fights? They were all within around 8 tenths.
A lot of people in that that 6 to 8 tenths area, but I mean, it's not the easiest track to stay close behind somebody, especially through the S section.
Yeah.
Through Cops and Stoke can also be difficult to stay close behind someone. But looking at Dino right now, though, 4 tenths behind JMK at the moment as they're heading on to the old start-finish straight. As they're actually then getting into the section we were just talking about, that it's difficult to stay behind someone. You can see Dino struggling in through cops there, losing a tiny amount of time, then going into the S's. And you can see him actually struggling a little more and losing it. A little more time there.
Yeah, Alamonda's dropped off from the top 3 now. So his wet pace isn't looking that strong right now. But it's still P4. He'll be happy with that if he finished there. But
In a wet Britain race, I would be happy with points at all, to be honest.
yeah, same to be fair.
Okay, there's though at the moment Matt Romano in his Mercedes, the one who is actually closest to make an overtake right now, as he's lost a little bit of time through the S's there. Black Phoenix though, look at Black Phoenix right on the back of Toast. He's gonna dive it down the inside into Club as he takes that position away from Toast.
Black Phoenix trying to regain that time he lost from the collision with exhaust.
Oh yeah, but look at this though, Toast is not just gonna take it, he's trying to fight back here. I think we're gonna see him dive down the inside in turn 3. And a successful dive there too, Marshall. But look at this though, Black Phoenix on the inside again. However, Black Phoenix just can't put down the traction on the inside there, and we see Toast back into 13th.
One little scrap here for P13.
Oh,
and look at
exhaust was very close from a little moment there too. But I think right now we're gonna stick with Toast and CPI Black Phoenix, as I'm fairly confident that Black Phoenix is gonna try it again very soon. And look at this actually, Marshall. I think we might try it up towards Cops.
Yeah. You can see the unders there if it was on board down with Black Phoenix.
Exhaust has made the move on Dino, now heading into Club. Dino is on the outside trying to break later to get the move done. Exhaust is still there, he's gonna stay ahead of Dino. And look at this now, Alimonda is right back in it, Marshall. He's right on the back end of Dino.
And look at JMK's lead now.
Yeah, JMK is just he's getting gifted it there.
It was around 8 tenths, it's now 1.6.
Dino managing to stay with him and then getting attacked by Exhaust and then loses it.
And Toast still side by side.
Right now I think we might see more battling from Dino on the Exhaust. Dino just not quite close enough. How about this though, Marshall? About 5 laps of pretty much no close racing to then 2 close battles right after each other.
Yeah, it just happens. I don't know how.
You ask me, I ask you.
Toast is still ahead of Black Phoenix.
He's really putting up a fight there to keep that position.
He wants that P13.
What about Crack on Shabs right now? He's dropped off a little after the S's. We're gonna head over to Black Phoenix as he's really close, and I think he's tapped the back end of Toast on the entry to the S's there.
Toast is looking vulnerable right now.
He is, and look at this, Black Phoenix. He's got an overtake applied, he's gonna head down towards Stove. He's run out of overtake and he's not gonna be able to make a move here. Can he make a move going into Club though? He's definitely not gonna make a move into there, he's too far back now.
And look at Exhaust's pace, it's already pulled 1.3 seconds on Dino. Exhaust is flying right now.
He is, he really is. I gotta say right now, Toast though really putting up a fight against Black Phoenix there. Black Phoenix, to remind you, he was on pole position starting this race, Marshall.
Yeah, exhaust might get reported after the race with the little collision.
Might be. However, from what I saw, it didn't look like it was a big tap or something. It looked like a very small contact between the
Yeah,
two
it
of them.
was a little tap, but little tap can lose you that time and unsettle the car.
Of course. Look
And
at
look
this
at
though,
that Phoenix
crack.
again.
Once again, crack very close on the back end of Shabzer. I think he's gonna make the move onto the hanger straight. He's always out of overtake though. That's gonna be an issue, as we can see that he's not getting past Shabs.
I'm just keeping an eye on Black Phoenix. He's so close to Toast.
Abmo also getting close to Infinite here.
Oh, it looks like Black Phoenix has got a good run down to Stowe.
He
Down the
does.
inside. Toast is still trying to stay around the outside.
Is Toast gonna come back at him though? We did see Toast managing to stick with Phoenix in the last sector last time out, and he then straight up attacked Phoenix into turn 3. I think he's a little too far behind this time to manage to do something like that.
Look at this, exhaust is now caught up to JMK. It was at 1.7, it's 6 tenths now.
He's showing strong pace here, and
As Juho's
after the
got
first
past
two... Oh, you're right. And after the first 2 races of the season, Marshall, I was not gonna be expecting Exhaust to be fighting for the win today, but right now it's looking very promising for him.
Yeah, I know he's got a penalty, as does Alamonda. I don't think JMK or Dina has one yet.
Oh, Baba O'Reilly and Silver Eagle battling side by side in the first sector. No, the second sector, I mean.
You're struggling
heading.
today. 2-1 cops.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, like, from a few camera angles, the corners looks very, very alike.
Yeah, the fast corners at least.
Yes.
As Luke hasn't found a way past Silver Eagles yet.
Oh,
And
as I will
hit
hit you soon has just passed Toast now.
Yeah, Toast has got no battery. I wonder if his tyres have gone off now. Because I believe the tyre strategy said around lap 13 to pit.
Oh, look at this though, Sabetti getting real close to the back end of Alimond. I think he's a little bit too far on this Wellington straight. As we can see that he's gonna have to wait maybe the hanger straight or maybe towards Cops if he's feeling bold today.
It's tough to get past Alamonda. Dino picks up a penalty.
Oh.
So out of the top 4, only JMK has not got a penalty, I believe.
Well, he's the only one I haven't seen get a penalty at least.
Yeah.
Ooh, Exhaust with a back end loss there. Not a big one, but...
As Luke is still very close to Silver Eagles. I'll keep an eye on that.
Well, if you'll keep an eye on that, I'll be keeping an eye on Exhaust and the leaders.
Luke just had a massive back end loss. Lost a bit of time then to Silver Eagle. And Matt's actually catching up to these two.
I mean, Matt has been within like a second the last few laps, Marshall.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not notice that.
Oh, there's some battling further down the field though. Infinite and Juho. It looks like Infinite has made a move on Juho. Now Juho is getting attacked by Abmo.
and fastest laps from Phoenix, then it was I'll hit you soon. So, is the track getting quicker?
Bah, don't think it
Because
is.
surprised to
It is
see
still
fastest
raining.
laps on lap 12 then.
Well, I mean the car is getting lighter, but the
Oh yeah,
tires should
true.
also be getting worse though. But lap 12 though, so one more lap and we're inside the pit window for the one stop. However, I'm still not sure if we might see no stops or not.
Do you hope?
Well, I'm expecting a no stop from Duo, but I meant
Yeah.
except for him.
Anyone else?
What about exhaust? We can see him getting
Oh,
really
Alamonda's
close,
pitting. Alamonda's in already.
trying to do the undercut then I guess.
Yeah. So, that's me. It's staying like this for the rest of the race. If he's pitting. And he's pitting him, which is not really a surprise.
Bob O'Reilly. Oh, Bob O'Reilly with a small back end loss out of Chapel.
What the hell was that?
That was me.
As Luke is like struggling to get past that Williams. Been trying to get past him now for a few laps.
Well, gotta be fair to him. It looks like everyone has been struggling to get past
Oh yeah,
everyone.
that is true.
What about the leaders though? Anybody gonna pit on this lap? We can see them now heading towards Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel. I mean,
Just seeing where,
Dino have to pit, considering like he was the driver in front of Alimonda.
yeah, looking at where Alamondas came out, and it was only about a second and a half behind Dino. If the top three pit, they're going to be in this train with Alamonda. I'll hear you soon.
And
Jimbo,
look at this,
Agno.
JMK and Exhaust both into pit. Dino continues.
I think that's smart from Dino.
Could be that he's thinking that he had more pace and that he wants to try the overcut.
Oh, we've got a yellow flag. It's a Renault. It's I'll hit you soon. I'm not sure what happened. He's kept his wing.
Looks like he's lost it out of the S's. Oh, look at
Yeah.
this though. Baba O'Reilly on Silver Eagle. Once again, heading down the hanger straight. Baba O'Reilly is gonna take the outside line
Round the
as he breaks
outside.
late. He's gonna take a very wide line here, but he's gotten
Kept
him
on
done
track.
and dusted. As we can then see Silver Eagle diving into the pit.
And sped into the pit.
And by the way, we can see that Alimonda after the pit stops is still behind Exhaust and JMK.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Alamonda's been behind the train.
Ooh, Infinite on Black Phoenix trying to attack him into turn 1.
Going to see what Dino does. Does he stay out or does he pit?
I mean, I do not see any sense in staying out any longer.
Yeah, he does pit. So let's see how effective the undercut is. Let's see if JMK. No, who? Let's see if Alamonda's
Alimonda.
closer. Yeah, I forgot what Dino was on track.
Well, Alimonda is currently also stuck behind Duo though.
Yeah, it could be good for Dino this.
But nonetheless,
Dino's
Dino
pits.
already out of his garage, heading towards the pit lane exit. JMK and Exhaust heading on to the start finish straight right now. Dino is going out. He's
He's ahead.
behind Exhaust, but he's ahead of Alimonda still.
Yeah, so it's kept his position, and I guess it exits for another penalty.
No. It's not good. Always gotta keep the penalties to a minimum. Although I am saying that and I never do that.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Belgium.
Oh. Let's never talk about Belgium again.
Is Belgium on the calendar? I hope it is. I'll watch a race.
You taken out anyone recently, Marshall?
Not today.
If you
It
want
was
to
an
play it that
accident
way, we
yesterday.
can play it that way. Look at this though, Exhaust. Extremely close to JMK now. He might gonna try to go for something heading towards Stowe now. I don't think he's gonna be able to. He's gonna try though on the inside of Stowe
Sent
on
it.
JMK. It's for the lead. JMK is still there though as they're heading into Club. But Exhaust looks like he's gonna move down as they head towards the final corner now. And we have a new leader in the race.
And with the fastest lap.
Oh, you're
They're
right.
fighting with the fastest lap. And is that a Ferrari off?
That would be Toast if that's the case, as Dino is
Oh no,
still
it's
behind these
Juho.
two.
It's Juho.
Oh, Saberi and Alimonda fighting those side by side. On to the Wellington Straight. It looks like they might have had a small touch there, but Alimonda is still ahead.
And I did see JMK pick up a penalty, but I think he will still win right now.
Well, right now he would, because I know that Exhaust has picked up 2 penalties,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, I think Alamonda and Dino's both got one as well.
They do.
I'm not sure about Sabetti though.
I would like to say that he is penalty free, but knowing Saberi, I do believe he has a penalty at least.
Yeah, he probably has got one. As look how close he's getting to Alamonda.
He is getting very close as they're heading on towards Stowe. Saberi looking at it, wanting to make a move, but just can't make it there.
Then Exhaust really needs to push to get at least 3 seconds to hold on to the win.
He does, but look at this, Saberi. Right on the
Pushing.
tail of Alimonda. He's gonna try to make a move for it into turn 1 here, and look at this. He has made the move, and I think he's made the
He's
move
got it, yeah.
through turn 1 there. And he's
That was
back up
brave
to
from
4th.
Sabetti. He had a lot of trust in Alamonda then, not to turn in as well.
And to be fair, Alimonda had a lot of trust in Saberi to leave him enough space too, so
Yeah.
great respect shown by both drivers there. Looking at Exhaust though, all trying to pull away from JMK.
Got Black Phoenix and Gendrick as well for P12.
But Gendrick on all tires, Marshall. I don't think we're gonna see him. I don't think we're gonna see him fighting a lot against Black Phoenix there.
Yeah.
However, Alimonda though, he has not given up on that 4th place. He's within range on Saberi. I don't think he's close enough right now, but maybe later on the next lap.
Yeah, Sabetti's struggling with battery. He's got less than 10%. So, Alamonda should attack more for like next lap.
He's gonna have to if he wants that position.
As I think I saw JMK. Was it a penalty or fastest lap? As
I'm not
Sabetti gets a penalty.
sure, but Sabetty definitely has penalty now at least.
Yeah. So does Black Phoenix now as well.
Two drivers though, Marshall, still on the tires they started on. I will hit you soon and Juho. Both
Yeah,
going for the no stop, I believe then.
we knew Juho would do that, and good to see I'll hit you soon do that. Taking a risk.
It is good. But are they gonna make it though? I think it's a little bit too long for those Inters to actually make it.
They need like a safety car right now to help him.
Probably, yeah.
But I don't think there will be a safety car today.
Doesn't look like it. No retirement so far. Brandon, I believe, lagged out earlier, but
yeah,
still
Brandon lagged out.
Still no retirements.
But 19 people still driving, so.
Not that many who's crashed or anything either. We have Black Phoenix who had his spin.
Yeah.
Then we've had a spin from I Will Hit You Soon, I believe.
Yeah.
We had one from Juho.
Yeah, Juho. I didn't see what happened. It was just on the grass on the main straight.
Interesting. As Sabetty picks up the fastest lap now. Sabetty who's also pulling away from Alimonda right now, Marshall.
Yeah, Alimonda's not liking these conditions, it looks like. Or maybe he just hasn't got the right setup on.
Could be, or maybe it's just not his track, you never know.
Yeah, few reasons maybe. As JMK is getting close to exhaust.
He is, and that is the only battle on track right now.
With about 7 laps remaining.
Well, we have Dion actually also getting a tiny bit closer to Alimonda now, so...
Dion's having a quiet but solid race.
Quite a pretty quiet race too, like he's not really been up there fighting with the guys in the lead, but right now still within reach if he doesn't have penalties.
I think have I seen his name? Probably.
JMK though trying to stay on exhaust here.
Exhaust looks like it gets the better traction. But then JMK looks quicker down the straight, so that's probably just set up.
Now Dion actually getting very close to Alimonda.
I thought you said Dino then.
Dion, not Dino. However, I don't think he's close enough as Black Phoenix has made a move on Juho. Didn't see those two close together earlier, but actually they are teammates, so that could have been Juho just letting him by too, actually.
Yeah, maybe.
Dion on the other hand, trying to get closer.
I remember you spinning there one time.
Nah, we don't need to talk about that.
I think it was back when we was both in F6 in the Ferrari. And I remember you spinning there.
That's too long ago for me to remember, Marshall.
I think it was at F1 2018.
Probably. Dion though still quite close to Alimonda, but just not close enough to actually make a move for it there.
Then Toast is getting close to Jendrik as well.
You're right. Looking like we might have a few more battles on our hand now then.
And Milam's close to Shabs as well.
Come on, guys, save some battles for the last lap. Oh, Dino with a small back end loss in turn 2 there.
They all literally get close at the same time.
They really do. So far, the closest one is Dion, though. Black Phoenix puts up the fastest lap.
I'm just watching the top 3.
Still
Very
close together.
Yeah.
It's a bet in 4th, just not able to catch up to these guys right now.
I think Dion needs to save his battery for a lap or 2 to try and help him get past Alamonda, because Alamonda looks comfortable right now.
True. Let's see then, out of the S's, Dion now about 7 tenths behind Alimonda. What about Toast? These two heading down towards Cops, I believe, yes.
Yeah. Oh, that looks like JMK's picked up a penalty again.
Oh, and that could be crucial.
And Dion's got one as
Dion
well.
picks up one too. Look at this though, Toast, he's getting close to Jendrik here on Hanger Straight. Toast to the outside. Jendrik is gonna stay ahead, but is he gonna be able to keep Toast behind him for much longer?
I think Dino's currently winning on pens.
Well, I can only remember seeing 1 pen for Dino so far. I know Exhaust and JMK both have 2. So right now, it's probably Dino who's winning.
We said in the not podium interviews, pre-race interviews, he's got a third second and it was like a first. So maybe that will happen today.
Could be his day today. It could be his day today. On the other hand, Toast is dropping off Jendrik a little right now. So we're gonna head up to Dino to look at him, as we can see that Exhaust is now trying to pull away from JMK again.
Dino's lost a lot of time to Alamonda. 1.7 seconds now.
Probably made a mistake somewhere. It's my best guess.
JMK just went really wide then through turn 2.
Unfortunately for Dino, he's not run wide enough for Dino to get a shot there.
Got a yellow
As there is yellows, and that is Duo, I believe.
It looks like.
And right now,
Nothing really good.
closest one is Toast, but he's been close for quite a while though, without actually getting to actually get a move on Jendrik.
Yeah, Jendrik's got a full back as well.
That's not gonna make it easier.
Let's look at the either starting to separate again. Little, at least.
Just a few more laps for these drivers now. Exhaust in the lead currently as he's trying to pull away from the drivers behind. But right now though, Toast getting close to Jendrik. He's gonna try to stay right on Jendrik's rear through these S's. That is not an easy task. He is managing to do it though, but look at this, he's understeering a lot in that corner. And I think he might have ended up a little too far behind to actually have any chance on this hanger straight.
Literally got nothing left of battery as well.
This probably means he's going to be sitting behind for another lap.
I'll be surprised if he gets past Gendrick, to be honest.
I would too, because from what we're seeing, he's able to stay with him. He might be quicker than Gendrick too, but he just can't get past at the moment. Gendrick though, still on those 20 lap old Inter tires.
Yeah.
Juho and I will hit
soon.
you soon, both on 23 lap old intermediates.
I wonder what percentage of where they're on now, the Inters. Surely they're like in the 70s.
There's gotta be enough tire wear on those Inters at least.
Yeah, I hope we don't see any punches like in real life.
Dion also closer to Alimonda again.
Yeah.
Sabetti's actually caught a lot of time on the top 3 now too.
Yeah, I know Sebastian's at least got 1 pen. So it's going to be interesting to see. If he has got only 1 pen, that would mean like P2 maybe.
Well, currently it's close to P2, but it's only a 10th or 2 we're talking about here.
Yeah, it's very close.
As Dion is trying to figure out where he's gonna make a move on Alimonda. He only has 1 more lap after this one. What do you think, Marshall? Are we gonna see any more overtakes before the race ends?
Dion.
I'm saying that, and look at his toast. Very close to Gendrick now. This might be his shot down the Wellington straight.
It saves a little bit of battery, but again, Gendrick's got loads as well.
And Gendrick looks like he's gotten a good exit, but Toast is catching. However, it's not enough. He's gonna have to stay behind still. And this has to be so frustrating for Toast.
And the top 3 getting quite close again.
They are. We have seen Exhaust trying to pull away, but it just doesn't look like he's able to properly pull away as they've started the final lap.
Yeah, it's going to... Oh, Dino, that was a risky corner.
Very close between the top 4 drivers here now.
Oh yeah, Sebastian's now there as well.
Oh, as Toast has finally done the move on Gendrick, and I think Gendrick might have actually lost it out of the S's, as Baba O'Reilly is out.
Yeah,
But
imagine
let's see.
because... Wait, who's that pitting? Gendrick's pitting. He's got puncher. That's why Toasty's got past him.
Ooh.
It's front left's gone.
Well, in that case, 21 laps.
But look at I'll hit you soon.
I will hit you soon, and Juho
Yeah.
both on 25 lap old tires right now. They're probably not having too fun on those tires then.
Look at the leaders. They're coming up to the last sector now.
They are, and it looks like Exhaust will take the win, at least on track. As he's heading into club now, and there's going to be no dive from JMK behind, so it's going to be Exhaust in the Red Bull going through the final corner. Is going to go over the line to take P1. Then JMK in second, and Dino has gotten another penalty at some point as he's still third, and Alimonda jumps up to fourth, Sabetti in fifth, Crack in sixth, seventh Dion. Then I will hit you soon. Will be coming over the line to take eighth on
Oh, look at
those
that
26 lap old tires. Oh, you're right.
He's gone up to 6th.
I believe Chasoon is up to 6th, Crack is down to 7th, Dion in 8th, CPI Black Phoenix up to 9th on penalties, Shabs down to 10th, Milam in 11th, then Abmo is going to be the next driver to pass the line in his Red Bull to take 12th place. As he loses that position to Juho, then Toast will be the next in his Ferrari. I will have to say though, Marshall, so unlucky for Jendrik.
Yeah, I just can't believe he got the puncher instead
Then
of Juho. I'll hit you soon.
Infinite over the line. We're gonna have Matt Romano, the final driver, to go over the line. Not final, but the next driver, I mean.
Yeah.
Still 2 drivers after him who will be crossing the line after him. As we have Matt over the line, then Jendrik, unfortunate with his puncture, goes over the line to take 17th. Then Silver Eagle takes 18th.
That was a dramatic ending.
And what a race in the end, Marshall.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad
Not,
race for a wet race.
Not the most exciting overtake wise, but you have I Will Hit You Soon, who managed to actually do the no stop together with Juho.
Yeah.
Of course, I Will Hit You Soon actually also collected points doing it.
P6, yeah. Solid drive from him.
But the main man of the day though, Exhaust, after 2 abysmal opening rounds in his rookie season, he takes the win here in Britain from 5th on the grid. And then in second, JMK from 2nd on the grid stays in his position, then Dino to take 3rd. Before we have Alimonda in 4th. Then Sabetti in 5th. Then I Will Hit You Soon up from 17th to 6th with the no stop strategy. Crack in 7th. Dion in 8th. CPI Black Phoenix recovers to 9th place in the end, also with fastest lap. Then Shabs in 7th. Milam in 11th. Then Juho Finn in 12th, also on a no stop strategy. Before we have Abmo in 13th, Toast in 14th, Infinite in 15th, then Matt Romano in 16th, Jendrik in 17th, Silver Eagle in 18th, and Brandon's Ghosted Car in 19th. And then Baba O'Reilly, the only driver who I believe he crashed out, didn't he?
Yeah, last lap I believe.
Oh yeah. That explains why it says 2 laps down and not DNF. But then
And
if
the top three
you...
already been invited.
Oh no, that was awfully quick by you, Marshall.
It was.
Hello.
Hello again.
Hello again.
Oh my god. I did not expect that at all. Oh.
Expect Dino to join. He normally joins.
Me, him, and JMK. What a battle.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And I kept because I got 6 seconds from about lap 20, and every lap I kept checking, does JMK have penalties? Just JMK have penalties? And then on I think it was lap 25. The race engineer told me he'd 6 seconds, and I was like, yes! I just need to stay in front, and I got it. Oh. Credits to those guys though, what a race.
Yeah, we thought Dino was winning the pens, but we just must have missed his name pop up. Because we only thought he had 1 pen, but he must have had more.
I thought he had 1 pen as well, and I was like, oh, I might have to settle for second. And then when I crossed the finish line and said P1, I was like, yes!
Well, Marshall, you can just, I guess you can just keep on going with the interview of Exhaust while we wait for the others.
I'm just going to invite Dino again. He might have missed his invite.
Did Dino pull up on his promise to put on a show, did he?
Not really.
The harsh
I mean, I didn't
truth from
promise it,
Marshall.
but I have a feeling I gave a bit.
Yeah.
I have to go back and rewatch that because I genuinely, I have no idea how I ended up P1. I have no clue.
Your pace at one point was rapid.
The second stint in mediums felt absolutely golden. They felt amazing.
I've invited Dino again. I don't know what JMK's last bit of his name is.
I can tell you, hold up. It is all caps GWN.
GWN.
I have a feeling there's going to be a report on me though for lap 1 with Phoenix.
Yeah, we saw that.
But what happened was he came in, he turned in a small bit and it hit me, which gave me oversteer, which I then had to correct, which then led me to kind of career off into him.
Yeah. We'll let the stewards decide that.
Yeah, have to see what they say.
Yeah. As it looks like they're not joining Sandre.
Looks like it so far.
Joiners.
Been a struggle to get in people into interviews so far this season, but nonetheless, though, we have the man of the hour here. So I guess you can start with him, Marshall.
Yeah. So I was talking to you literally before quali, and I don't think you mentioned win once. So why does it feel like?
No.
So,
I'm confused, but yeah, like I said in the interview before quality, I said that I like driving in the wet. I feel fast in the wet, and I think that kind of showed today. I just enjoy the conditions. I enjoy the treacherousness of it, where you have to kind of correct everything you ever do. But yeah, brilliant race. Credit to JMK and Dino though. They gave me a good run for my money.
yeah. At points, like you were quicker, but then they just caught up. It was like
Yeah.
it was annoying because we wanted to. Me and Sandra was just like, "Come on, just fight."
I think what really helped me though was I kept using my ERS in places that they weren't. So for example, if it's turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn 6, the lead up into turn 6 across the old pits, I kept using my ERS there, and they kept falling back about 3/10. So I think that's what kind of helped me in the long run.
Yeah, I remember saying, I forgot if it was on you, it might be for you and Alamanda, saying that you both get really good traction out of corners compared to some people.
I don't think I said that, but I mean, if it's true, it's true.
Yeah. I forgot if it was you. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Never mind. I was just thinking as if, I forgot what I was asking now. Sanjay, what's next track? Okay, you can just ask that.
I see you're forgetting your question, so you jump straight to me. Well, next track, Exhaust, is Spain. How do you feel about that track?
It wouldn't be one of my strongest. I'd say it's about in the middle tier of tracks that I like. It's a good track for testing and for kind of one lap pace, but for overall racing, it's not my cup of tea. But yeah, see what happens.
Let's call it as it is. It's a horrible track.
It's an awful track.
Yeah, it's such a bad track. I hate it. I mean,
Nonetheless,
I'm not slow, but yeah.
Nonetheless, though, what are you expecting for results there in Spain, coming off this race win in Britain?
I mean, if it rains, then I would expect at least top 5 if it rains, just by going off it today. But if it's dry, probably go for top 10 again, see what I can do in the points.
Interesting. So, with that then, are you gonna be the F11 wet weather merchant this season? Is that what I'm hearing?
I have a feeling that's going to be the nickname given to me.
It's the brand to deliver,
Definitely
Sanjay.
gonna be the nickname given to you, I can assure you of that.
Appreciate it.
Nonetheless, though, any more questions from you, Marshall? Have you remembered your question now?
Well, if it rains for every single race of the season, do you think you could win the championship?
I mean, if it rains for I'm getting my words mixed up. If it rains for every single race, I think I would be in a chance with maybe top 5, maybe top 3 in the championship. But in the dry, I'm just aiming for points at the moment.
Yeah.
Well,
What
I do
series
have
should-
bad news for you. Bahrain is on the calendar, and it's definitely
Oh,
not gonna
no.
rain there.
That's another track I don't like.
Sandra, you're host, remember?
Yeah, I like Bahrain.
Change the weather.
Oh,
But yeah, just
okay,
change,
yeah.
just do a sneaky little, just throw a wet stint and I'll come to the top. That's fine.
Unless, though, no more questions from you, Marshall.
Nope.
Well, with that, then I'll just congratulate you on your race win today, Exhaust. I'm not gonna lie, wasn't sure if I was gonna see you this early after seeing you earlier today, but still a great effort today and a well-deserved win in my opinion. So good luck for next
Appreciate it.
week.
Yeah.
And with that, Marshall, anything more you want to add?
Do we do drive of the days still?
I guess we do. I, as last time, I'm not actually completely sure, but we keep doing them in case we're supposed to. So,
Yeah.
your pick?
So, I'm gonna say I'll hit you soon. Just take them tires that long and P6. I think that's a solid drive.
Well, I can tell you that if you didn't pick him, I would have. But since you picked him, though, I'm gonna have to say Exhaust. I mean, he did start 5th on the grid, and took the win after a hard-fought race today. We didn't see that much side-by-side battling, but there was never really a break for the front runners, as they were always close together. So, your last pick?
It's tough to think of one, to be honest.
Multiple people I could think of.
I'm just having that. My brain's just gone to sleep.
Oh, so you're telling me to pick?
Yeah, you say one and see if I remember.
Well, I mean, there was the top guys putting up a good fight against Exhaust, but then you also had Crack going from 11th to 7th, which wasn't that bad of a performance. Could say Juho for pretty much just managing to do the no-stop, as we did see Jendrik puncturing after 21 laps on his inters.
Yeah.
So your pick, Marshall?
I'm thinking Black Phoenix.
Oh yeah, actually, Black Phoenix is a good point
After
too.
lap 1, to be from the back and still get points, and I believe he got fastest lap as well.
He did.
So I think that was a good recovery drive from him. Very mature from him, not losing his head.
Well, in that case, the driver of the day nominees will then be Exhaust, I Will Hit You Soon, and Black Phoenix. And with that, nothing more from you, Marshall.
Just check out F10 right now.
Definitely. So with that, we're gonna end off today's stream, and by first, just saying that if you haven't heard it yet, make sure to check out PSGL's official partner, Brutal Democracy. You can find them on their website, www.brutaldemocracy.com. On Twitter, you will find them on BDG_esports. On Twitch for content, you will have to search one Brutal Force. On YouTube, on the other hand, it is Brutal Democracy, and on Instagram, it'll be on Brutal Democracy, providing 250 quid for the top tiers in prize money. So huge shout out to them for helping PSGL taking the step forward. And with that, this has been PSGL Season 26 F11 Round 3 around Britain. It was a wet quali and race today. I have been your commentator, Sander Sorg, joined by Lewis Marshall. And with that, make sure to tune into F10, currently racing right now. And for
Yeah, they're
more
on lap 1 still.
lap 1 then, as Marshall have just informed us. And with that, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more racing, as there will be lots of more racing throughout the week. We have, what is next after F10, Marshall?
Probably the Saturday.
Sunday, mid-tier league, so that would be
Yeah.
F9, F8, F7, and is it F6?
F6 is on Sunday.
And then you will have the top tiers from F5 to F1 on Monday.
Yeah.
And with that, good night, and hopefully we'll see you again.
Goodbye.